Watchna a kowa di kowa. In fact, small honorables. And I say assembly members, no, watchna near 2 woman unit committee for no so aba. Na ye hunu se hwan enandin ebesesa hwan en wo winie na hwan en wo bewie honorable mese worry na obi wie by force ochina mo obi anko huro bi a worry kra no a waye ade ti ochina ebehwese de ebekopa enti anadwi ye last campaign ebi mo be first time bia bi because you see secretary akoso pa by nipa dia mon kai no ye reporter yi Douglas Douglas doggy mon kai no pa wachina
mon super so ko
super den
ye na ka say super you know ne bro for den mu afio ka e bo ma ni efum super super ko
sa
hey we wini kra wi ko ye kapo se fe pa dia
super den
nf so gina so de wini
enti campaign no ayire pa Uni mobia or ya wini a between actually no about comment section ho. Na electoral commission say bibia ye set. Watchina 19th December no. About one because so papa. And now na police station I would no kra wa be hu. On the boxes ni bia CC ho e de niema CC ho a che say bibia ye ready. Na over 66,000 individuals and won be compete you. Makun 66,000. Mami Jane and who say what Nasan or Becassa. Now, watch as electoral statistics no indicate assembly members, candidates no 18,755 assembly member candidate. And you 47,502 unit committee members, woman so candidates are woman so pre-BNT and no canning in album 66,257. Send you pen watching. Ye quoting team womo near ye womo. Badly no ayire papa. Na womo can kanya 260 metropolitan municipal and district assemblies. And na ye kwako yi ni pemo wakako ye juma ewo. Nene nam so ema ye mame Jane Mensa wade atudwa chese. Own preparation any advanced team bibia the yes womo ye bia womo aye se bibia betumi akoyi a ense se wo bia ebohu na wo bia nya krado se wachina no Ubia kwa apart from Nkranza North and South, I will be East no. Watch I trouble no bia we Nkranza North and Nkranza South free moi. Watching I will be uncle na wonkonko yene honorable.
In all polling stations in all electoral areas across the country, with the exception of Nkranza North and Nkranza South districts. This is because both districts had their elections in 2021 instead of 2019. Hence, the term of office of the Assembly and the Unit Committee of those 2 districts will expire in 2025. Voting, as you all know, will commence at 7 a.m. and end at 5 p.m. in all polling stations across the country. All eligible voters are therefore expected and urged to go to their respective polling stations to cast their votes. Registered voters whose voter identity cards are missing can still go to their respective polling stations to cast their votes, since their particulars are already in the final register. And also their particulars have been incorporated and uploaded in the biometric verification devices, and therefore voters who have misplaced their voters' ID cards are still encouraged to go to their respective polling centers to cast their votes. As part of the Commission's preparations towards the conduct of the district level elections, the Commission undertook some major activities, most of which you are aware of, and we engaged you extensively on those activities. The activities include the limited registration exercise, the exhibition of the voters' register. We also had a period for the transfer of votes, and also the receipt of nominations from prospective candidates, as well as the mounting of platforms across the country. In most of these activities, we engaged you and you worked with us and provided adequate relevant information to the citizenry, for which we are grateful. that all categories of election officials have been recruited and trained at the national, regional, and district levels to prepare them adequately.
And when you say, what do you say, voters ID card, I crano, memman, and no more muabum, cock, or don't say Mahin, no, sir, Mahin only more. Card, a card. Name Mahin noa, ye de trabano, biometric no. Or no one more be a swatch with the inqua, dear Hunua, over here home. Well, who sam, oh, ye be no or more quite not wait to me atro. To be a cock. Na mahini hwehwe ahono hwe se o qualifier na wetumi atobi jena do kwamensa esan to aso kire se de besan asesa e wo kina bato no mu ne se wo se nka ato abawi a na wo mu de indelible ink bi no mu de afound se chi se be ya osan ba bi wa e be chiwo wose se mu obi ansuru mani bi se na akoye ne moyre e na den won ma ne nse ne ne ade wose se ni nyina afiri ho sa yi mark na de ye nsa chi no wose ye twem. First, na machine be any until be to midnight session tintim so as I said, ye, or quite verify one son ya to paper mo. Entino, say, what now I dress our son for China, young one to task have a job for. Oba machine be here on who say, who will trophy, no watch you. And young Mark will be answer who be until well, so a delible ink nade and say black no. Men should cry, Bomodia na watchina. Ukra voters ID card won kra bio ko machine be hu na yama kwan amwetumi ato aba ne bi.
The question is, when we were not doing biometric, we were basically using your face, your card, to look at you. We look at your face and we say this picture looks like you. The biometric technology makes it difficult for a person who has been verified and cast their vote to come a second time. So there's no need for indelible ink, because once you have been verified, it goes into the system and you cannot come back a second time. So you can try it if you wish at this election. Of course, it will be an electoral offense. It will be deemed as an electoral offense. But because of biometric technology, your facial features are recognized or your fingerprints is recognized and verified, you cannot go a second time.
T was this say the woba. Hey, why no Douglas na ha. We reporter. Intini ye dey na to screen so sa no. Your friend Douglas Amponsa Oyibo.
Ekrofu Jankuma.
Yes. Enti mo amu ho ni nyina wo kina mo kwa mo hwe no order number 2. Order number 2. Timonko na montromfa ma Douglas Amponsa Oyibo. Na ontumi meye mo honorable ewo that area.
Erika J.
Okay. Super. Erika J. Efum. We special interest. If you there, you feel for number 13
committee.
Oh no,
electoral area.
You know committee no. Omo timi up. Mostly no. Assembly member or be no. To me suggest say
the group
because omo campaign boom. Assemblyman na kwabon se na unit committee members ne ka ho na wa kire se o motoma me a eya na mo kai se ni pa we o mo na me gidi se metumi ne o mo aye adwuma enti super ka ho ti mo hwe super candidate no se be ya betumi asen atrama super zo aka ho ti montroma Eric AJ from Eva na ho na Eva Santana
apenkwa ne
Santana electoral area pa montroma na why no abasa we ni obere party am enya kakra di ofia
Alhaji Wazombi so Friends of NJ president.
Oh, okay.
Also unit committees.
Also contest bi.
You kai osi David kamene me leader no Esando. Yemi na kamaye. Say the kai no so.
I team. For assembly you know, unya assemblyman no a uhia unit committee team bi no watumi ni omo aye adwuma no say de opese oye nti. No. Me kai me call Banabonga say electoral area. Assemblyman ba kwa me kokoto no ye friend honorable Dongi Peter. Or ye very good. But only bui dam for no to me the face so fine. Your friend is saying social responsibility. I say bui dam for. Enti monkai a ye Dongi Peter. O bonga se ho china. Monso monto emfa emano. And why be why trade ni biaba? One for your campaign ho.
And I say baby away. Ananguma electoral area. campus Abuama.
Yeah, I found Angoma.
Angoma, aye. Campus Abuama.
Campus.
Aye.
Campus, there's all tema.
Angel FM.
Assemblyman campus.
Hey. I was having news on the side of Bramall Live from Anangoma electoral area. I mean, Nimda. Anangoma, I please, it was watching a baby pie, Tiano Panuana Shassie. Giddy. To contem, Nakokoto, Sebea, and Chakrano, 1 to 12 years. But still, I'm train till 5 because we never kitten. More money in your interesting. Me, I do my can say, Beya, more money in your political. Simple.
Precon.
And your political.
I had that. I'm not sure I'm saying, yeah, political.
Cover who be a chassis free MC, no. A honor. Now, be a Cabasa, I will say, be free NDC MC area, no, what not MPP and MC area. If you were to now for competition, and so I very, very tight. And we a year watching the Ebecosono Electoral Commission in Chimua or de Abba and on all corner, open so who ye and so what you knew Asher, until tomorrow, can't ye. No more called Del Cielo, Nidi, Udrua, and one no, Ubehunu Bibia, Clear. Del Cielo Optical Services, you are you knew what correct pa, Kiki pa, and then Mugogos. Akasaka see any benin ketwa de flexing na ye will be open designer frame. Ebi I know lens no, but nensana bubra. You more designer frame. Na wetu me ashed ye di bronya. Ye adwuma dwoda kopim fieda. E na memene dance no fia no pa no nkron kopim awia no mienu. Ye wo Airport City Ring Road Central Achimota Legon Aflao Kaswa Takrade Kumase Sunwane ho nyina Del Cielo ye hwe wani ye wo nkrabata wo ho. Frame was 0244 926-488 0244-926-488 na bibia enkoye correct na anointed quality fabrics when you say fabrics there o pay ya de papa o pay fabric abetumi de say ye jeans bi na o pay material na de apam top and down obetumi anya bi o pay ye stretch ni nyina ye wo bi o pay ye organza ni nyina just material correct ni nyina ye wo bi Entibra anointed quality fabrics.
Wa e local government no emu. Na sofo ya ban pa no so na hwe sa so e ho no e dambotwe. Dankwasi botwe e de aba betudwa a kire se nyame ya adom a e bena da bai abato beba so. Na embom de wo sere nie. Wo se nipa ya wo mo kwakoto aba e 6300 assembly members nko a ya beto wo so aba no. E na afi 31000 unit committee wo mo so pre no. Na we yato no mfie nan abro so kwa mfie na abosumi siantem na yato sade o man eye nkronkuma ene mantem mamuo emra kire eye Local Governance Act 2016 clause Act 936 kire no ene section 61 no kire no sa na mrama kwan emom ye no na de o kire nyina ne se we no sa wo pe mantem mamu a ejina sankofo so o na tibi kasa hanhamwa prepre ade biba and the work no I say ya ne bola ne ade ni ma bi nkitikiti bi esen komade ahwade no ne de wo hawa to assembly member no so na oye eno enna ejadambotwe kire se enmanim ye no wo mo hwe no mo to aba papa ma nipa obetimi apresa ne ma ne bi aba fi se wan to ne yi a ubenu hu da bi eno ho efre enie.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, on the 19th of December 2023, Ghanaians will go to the polls to elect their representatives to the district assemblies and youth committees. We will elect about 6,300 assembly members and about 31,000 youth committee members. Mr. Speaker, the local government system is the foundation for building and sustaining effective and accountable democracy. Local areas are places where residents interact with one another, collectively identify their problems, and through their leadership and organizations such as the district assemblies, mobilize resources from the state and non-state institutions to solve their common problems.
Eti wei yewura dan kwasi botwe asem ye ode to dwa no na yenkwa homa ne so afa ne Dr. Jonathan Asantewotri political analyst and twetwen komo enfa ensemienu aboso sisie dia fa assembly members abato ne ho no Doctor yemo adwo nwumre na yada wase asrew se we de enche kwa ye twenti se de yakuma ahuritia no no nya kwa hwe obo wadaroma ni afaje so asifa What a room, Mammy can for fresh kakra. As I say, assembly member about to crown as I say, Yabura man for Kum you. Now, Mammy Miss House, a dear na, as a son, I was a quine swammer and nay. I say, I get the Mircano dorsum. A dear as a room.
Many of them was my minchia a chef one in any number, and a chief also. Who say, I quite to say, Momia assemblyman unit committee for me. And in Canonanka, you'll be as DCMC, Nanka, almost some courses now, all right. But Nanka, but Ushamu collecting money or undertaking influence peddling near there now. I quite to say, it's no longer a crime. To the extent to say, Obia, ya nominating a yatun swaba, young farmer, Bakumi, you know, but in Babontin say, and your mom family come from me. So it's as if you say, no, I quite ye a brebia. Crawford etimi enya konya edin yesika, and I think that is the more reason why the stakes are high. That is one. Two, I don't know say NDC flag or Mahama akase obetin ministers no so na sa sikano office ebeboa say etimi etua assemblymen any women a car betimi aboa. So if you look at it from that perspective, and not just say, assemblymen and women are more expert to say, should the NDC win the elections, and I just say, more Akonya say, be a Bosumiano, which means some kind of allowance based upon what Mr. Mahama has said. Internet say the stakes will be very high. Other than that, a non-paying job, unless be a Akonya be a who did you and I say, based upon your influence, and I say a community now one a dear one which you can call for maybe a winner at the there. But other than that, this is supposed to be a too much but others are also seeing it thirdly, it's a launch pad, the beginning for a higher political office in the near future.
Doctor, may I really say you? Say, Osha stories are who do I hear? If you knock a cremunia, a bang about to a home. Promises are who do assembly members say, Edema, and input to Juma Mudi Guaquamono. What would the Anacrana say? A year superseded the campaign promises of the MPP aspirants, the MPs aspirants. I don't know if you've been a show machi, say Omonia Sania Manon and Yamia Dunia to Abanua, one more about the Swa Masne, as sponsor of Monom Soy campaign, the Adoma and another thing.
Well, also, I'm going to say the politics of accountability is yet to catch up on them. And as you say, Oman is impending 40 MPs, presidential candidate, they have had their way with some of these promises. Why not also do same? After all, and just add and Kawunti me and Konkojina baby and cancer man. Any son say there is no way you have that opportunity to do that. You don't even have the resources. That I say you are not controlling kind of resource. Yes, maybe I would get to oh baby, I would baby this. But I mean, some of these things, I will say, the politics of unnecessary promises, it will come back, to harm you. And it's just unfortunate to say they are not learning, from those who are at the top. And Tabamia is struggling with credibility crisis. It's because of the kinds of things that he said in the past, which has caught up with him. And today, he is the presidential candidate, and he's struggling what to say next. Why? Because people don't believe him. They don't trust him. They say, well, someone now was here. Let's say, BBC say now, so also, if he said that is what people will buy into and elect you there. I think then it is very unwholesome on your part, and it is some kind of insincerity, on the part of the assemblyman and woman.
And the Crocro Majamu Korea Obono, Mammy Miss House, Krumkumani Mantema Mamu, Nim Somonanka, a dear Sembe Cock, Krupombe Janimuno, and can no one Hoka and Fa Party as some say no. The Aya Naquad say Ubisho Biachi, Eti, woman to me, you manim. baabi aduro yi yɛhwɛ sɛ de amanyɔsɛm ne party sɛm asɛ yɛn asɛ ɔman no ɛne yɛbɔhyɛ ahodoɔ a yɛnya mfasoɔ bi amfiri mu no wei nso so ɛbɛdane akɔ hɔ yɛnya ne saa mɛnkɔyɛ party asɛm sɛ afei deɛ bi bɛbɛ kakrakuro bi poster taa hɔ a na party colour taa ho prɛko yɛnya ne saa anaa
well mmara no ɛkyerɛ sɛ saa akonya no ani hɔ so let us keep it like that some of us of the view say sɛ woyɛ assemblyman no partisan a wosa assemblyman adwuma no ɛyɛ to ho ate adwuma kwasafo adwuma ɛwɔ mu nti sɛ woka sɛ woyɛ MPP assemblyman na wobɔ communal labour sɛ yɛmnamɛmɛdɔ a anasɛ mɛboa ne titi gotam a yɛma mɛtiti gotam na animnyam no nkɔ MPP assemblyman no hɔ na ɛne ɛyɛ nkɔ nti no these are some of the basic things that at the micro level no there is no need sɛ partisanship ɛbɛkɔ hɔ ɛna hɔ no soso no mpɛn bebree no yɛ na families na ɛbobɔ ho wofi obi fie wura obi because it is not all about urban centers. There are so many communities, villages near there, from one family to the other. Our assemblyman adwuma no ɛboa ɛma ɛde saa nkabom no ɛde ba at that local level. Nti sɛ wode saa partisanship ɛyɛ nkyekyɛmu no de ba mu a I don't think sɛ ɛbɛboa obiara. At the end of the day no ɛde nkyekyɛmu no more partisan division and what's it called polarization no ɛbɛba more na sɛ nneɛma and I don't think say we want to disrupt the very value system at the local level. At the urban centers, it's a cosmopolitan area. People come from different parts of the country to come and stay at a particular place. No, more urbanized such places. They don't know each other. But at the local level, and into the partisan winning role. I think the very value of the family could easily be destroyed. And that is not the kind of thing that we want. We cannot use this Western type of politics to disrupt and destroy our value system at the local level because they hold the cracks of the society. I am for near idea what was Samiano. And it's all the Sanya man also call and really the confusion.
Dr. Jonathan Asante Ochre. Dr. Yada Senyuri. After the doctor beti wa kwahwe ne ball no na yɛda na se papa sɛ wɔnyamre akyerɛkyerɛ yɛn nsɛm bebree so ahyɛ ase ka sɛ assembly member abato de be hu mo ma ne nyehu mesrɛ mo a mo ma ne nyehu kete DJ Mafo me papa ketwa wa atwede ɔno so gyina mu 19th no montoma ne den ana honorable Alex Donko Pachi ɔno so assembly member hɔ dadaada mo sɛ ntia ne so no nkɔ nanim wɔ me classmate 90s ni mu me no ana nam wo school mu a eti honorable Alex Donko obefawate ana Lucy Owiradu committee member ewo nyameche wo member ewo Friends of Nancy Kunu mu eti Lucy onyame beka wasema ma so de tie bia obefa mu afi na onsoso watimi aba beye member of the committee ewo nyameche abato empesua no eso yanko yanim